Yumiko is gone, but we have our first semi-final best of 5 in the WGL February Pro Qualifier. We start with LawLiet as a Night Elf, and he is up against Infi, who played Night Elf throughout the entire qualifier, but now that we're down to the best 4 players, we go back to the Human Alliance. Quite a nice surprise to see Infi playing his old standard race. And... oops. Wait. Struggling with the production a little. There we go. Northern Isles it is. Infi's way through the groups was pretty easy, I would say. 2-0 over So and 2-0 over Fly, not dropping a single map in the first group stage. Then he was in the group of death alongside Moon, Lin, and 1-0. Defeated 1-0, 2-0, lost to Moon, but only 1-2, and then crushed Lin. So only one lost map for... 2 lost maps for Infi thus far. LawLiet on the other side playing really well. He had a little bit of a struggle because he was traveling quite a lot, visiting his clan Newbie's 5-year anniversary. Was defeated by Fly, dropping down to the lower bracket in the first round. Had a marathon day with a 2-1 over Soen, and then the revenge over Fly with 2-1. So against Orc, he seems to struggle a bit nowadays. He was very, very strong in the second group stage by defeating Focus 2-1, and then a big surprise 2-0 over TH, who defeated Moon in the WTB Thunder and Fire Cup. So, both players in great shape. Let's see what they bring to the table on Northern Isles. We start with a Keeper and an Archmage. Standard stuff thus far.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Keeper not going for the greedy creep route, not going for the instant level 2, but rather gonna be taking the slower camp, gonna be remaining on level 1 for a little bit longer. Gets him closer to the Expo though, to possibly establish a new base there pretty quickly, kind of Moon and Foggy style. Not typically too much the way that LawLiet likes to play. We see him oftentimes more aggressively. Gonna be interested to see where he takes this moving forward. Thank you very much to Chan Ying for the sub, and also BW Clemens gifting to Melmo. Thank you guys.
Sweet start. So, speaking of a sweet start, Infi is going for his natural expansion. LawLiet scouts this nice split, so he keeps the newly summoned Water Elemental alive. That was pretty important. Got rid of one though, but the creep should be easily doable. Talisman of Evasion for him as well. That might help him later against the Entangle Acid Bomb combo if LawLiet decides to go for an Alchemist second. This looks like an instant expansion, which we don't see too much nowadays, but on Northern Isles, pretty much the standard, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so too. Seems like a pretty good build nowadays. LawLiet's creeping here is really slow, right?
Yes.
He started the natural really later on. Maybe he forgot to have a Wisp nearby, because he did do the creep pull trick, of course, which is so effective, but it took a while. Perhaps he just forgot about bringing a Wisp there earlier. Oh, and did he get the last hit? I'm not sure, but he is level 2 at least, so the Keeper does have the Entangle. Not too much backup, though, in the way of archers, and if he did want to expand, this is looking like a massive delay already.
Ooh, Infi was just faking this expo, pulling all the peasants back and expanding on the back of this harass, trying to steal some Murlocs here for the way to level 3. Keeper is under attack. Lots of footman attacks here. Keeper down to 1/3, getting 1 footman in return, but that's a lot of moon juice that he has to invest now.
Yeah, and denied as well, so the Keeper is still far away from his level 3, which is his big power spike. Over the courses of the new meta with the Keeper on the new patch and now the old patch, it really seems to have become all about keeping that Keeper on level 1, right? Level 2, that is.
Yeah, absolutely. LawLiet has a sneaky backup second engine of war going into Huntress early. So he's gonna have a big tech disadvantage, but maybe the masses can overwhelm us. These footmen of Infi look really, really healthy. The archers can't do too much, but now he sees the Huntress. What will this do to Infi's style now? Especially that he's low mana and can't summon yet another Water Elemental.
Huntress is always like a bit of a scare factor. It's going to be really good in the early game and in the mid game, falls off in the late game though. That means that the guy playing Huntress has to go for an aggressive play, has to win the game rather early. Infi should be able to read this. We know that there's even an AP coming up towards the right side, close to the human main. The tech is going to be finishing, and yeah, I think LawLiet's putting himself on a timer here. Again, these hunts, once the human is at level 3 with 50 supply rifle archers, shouldn't be able to do too much. So this is going to be a pretty intense mid game, I assume.
Yeah, I agree. Archmage is very close to 3, gets it now with the simultaneous creeping by the Militia. Lots of haste for him as well. So these Water Elementals now really, really strong. But that's the last one. He doesn't have mana anymore, and Tangle prevents it from chasing these hunts any further. And now massive exodus of Wisps. It's 6 of them combined with 4 Huntress. Not level 2 though, and not tier 2. So no Alchemist to back this up, but Infi has one.
And he seems to be in a good position, right? He's level 3, he's got the second hero, he is tier 2. Only thing that is a problem here is that the AP is finished. He wasn't scouting for it with Militia, he wasn't able to cancel it. But it is only 1 AP. Not the scariest thing just yet. LawLiet wants to find these kills on the Rifleman ideally, but he's coming in here with super low mana already.
That's true. I hate this arc, by the way, makes it so hard to observe. Infi is losing quite a bit of HP, but great micro saving this one. But there's a hunt to chase him down. Everything is super bruised. Would love to have heal spray now. LawLiet moving all the hunts back, sets him back in. Oh, not too much range attack in Infi's army. So, this AP push is cancelled, isn't it? Like, with all these hurt units, how can he keep up the pressure?
He's gonna be level 3 now. That means more entangles to be used and stronger entangles. Finally, he's getting something done. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, Infi was able to hold rather easily without even having to bring Militia earlier. Now he's bringing a couple of Militia in. The 1 AP is attacking the barracks. That's not really doing too much. The first rifles will be falling. Keeper is dropping low himself though here. Has to be careful. Another Water Elemental coming in is going to be a big help. He's almost got the mana. And soon he's going to have Priests as well. LawLiet needs to make something work quick.
Yeah, the APs are attacking the barracks, but that's about it. Like, that will take forever with only piercing damage. And with Water Elementals and Militia, you should be able to deal with this fairly easy. Calling for Mass Militia, losing almost 1 cent to Hunters back in. Is this the do or die by LawLiet now?
Kind of looking like it, and he's bringing in a lot of newly, freshly healed up Huntresses as well. Okay, a second win here being caught by the Night Elf, but AP1 is down, AP2 is down. Chasing rifles into the main, the Keeper now very deep in there, could be getting stuck, could be forced into the town portal. It's certainly looking like it now, going way into the back, trying to buy a little bit more time. But time is what favors the human. He has held the first push, and that's usually the strongest.
Really well done. Really well. And how many units did he save? Archmage. Oh, GG. Yeah, that was the all-in attack. No backup from this, as he lost too many Hunters, had no tech. The advantage was there. Fighting with mass Hunters against an Alchemist is really, really hard to do. And this all-in attack here did not work at all. Infi, the king of holding against those attacks, once again prevails 1-0.
That was a weird strat that LawLiet went for.
Yes.
Did he have the read that there was an expansion coming up and he could pressure? But wasn't he scouting the natural with a Wisp?
He was, but he detonated against this. He had another Wisp in the main, so he should have seen the tech. But maybe because his own tech was, his own creep of the natural was so late and disrupted, he couldn't go for an own expansion and felt pressured into this.
But couldn't he have just, you know, one base, tech tier 2, get the Alchemist, and then maybe tier 2 expand? I don't know, that looked a little bit strange. Didn't seem like the strongest strat. I think it's all about the level 3 AM. It's so hard to pressure your opponent down when the AM is level 3. Keeper not even level 3. Usually we see him running away with experience. That was a strange game.
Indeed. Maybe a little curveball on, I think, one of the strongest human maps that we have, Northern Isles.
Yeah, I could see that. That natural creep with the Militia for instant level 2 is really good.
Next map is also interesting as it is usually vetoed in this competition. It's Twisted Meadows.
Yeah. We're in a... Well, it doesn't matter if it's best of 3 or best of 5. Usually this is always vetoed, as you say. This is such a hard map for human, dude. Like, how did it make it through?
Yeah, what did he ban then? Maybe Terranas because he doesn't want to play against the Warden?
But isn't Terranas so much better? You have the Shadow Priest and stuff. I mean, against the Ward, not that good, but
yeah,
can play MK as well if you want. We've seen that plenty of times. Echo Isles, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, usually we never see this map. Okay, maybe he's got something special lined up.
More than 1,000 viewers here already on this Sunday right afternoon. We have another sub. Thank you, Will. Not only throwing us some bits, but also subbing 2 months already. You two rock. Keep it up. No intention to change that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been seeing more and more Warden. It's really cool to see more variety coming into the Night Elf lineup again. Of course, in the previous patch, it used to be all Keeper. Now we see more Warden. We've even seen, well, not in this tournament, but some Demon Hunters as well emerging, which I do expect to return. No Tavern Heroes just yet, though. First
That's
heroes,
true.
that is.
Maybe Moon will bring back the Beastmaster.
He's waiting for it. I just want... Just like, give him one agility, Blizzard. And then the Moon's like, oh, I think he's good again. Pitlord treatment.
Chat is asking you, Remo, what makes the Warden so good on TS?
Quick level 3. Easy Engine of War creep, thanks to this. You can harass the militia not too well, honestly. But if you get to the late game, you can go for blinking in, you know, economy damage. And you can go for your own fairly easy expansion. I think that's it, but mainly it is the level 3. Warden, one of those heroes who desperately requires level 3. And that's not too easily done on many maps.
Also a decent chance for a good consumable, which helps the Warden as well.
True.
Doesn't really like a mana potion, of course, is the best. Big healing is also nice because you can hang around a little longer. Same goes for the invul. And with the mercenary support and the Scroll of the Beast, it's also really good. So yeah, plenty of good reasons for Warden here. On TS, but we go on to TM, and yeah, that is a very unique map nowadays. It's so big, so much to creep, so many chances for expansions.
Yeah. Remo, are you playing on Battle.net with the account Remo Smuti? No, that is not me.
It's a faker.
Yes, I am not the one harassing Grubby and all the other ones.
We would never do that.
Can't do anything about it, guys. It's the internet, it's trolls. What do you do?
I wonder why there's no Neo's Mutter.
Are you asking for it, Neo? Are you like
I kind
painting
of
the
am
devil
now.
on the wall right now?
Hey Knopf, nice to see you in chat. Why is Remo dressed but Neo is not? Because in the area where Remo lives, Carnival is celebrated quite heavily. In Hamburg, we don't have fun. And we don't like that. To be like jerks for 2 days in the year. We take this very serious, life and all. So yeah, where I live, it's not celebrated.
Don't you actually have Carnival though, but it's really small?
There might be a few parties with that theme, but there's no parade in the streets or anything.
It's so much fun though. Really looking forward to tomorrow. It's a little tough right now to be thinking of that again because you know, today is the hangover day, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow, man. Tomorrow is the big event. Monday in Mainz, that's the big one. And after that, we go to the ICU. Thank you very much, Reckless, for the sub as well. Map number 2. LawLiet here now trailing with, again, a really weird game number 1. It's going to be looking to shake things up though here in the second map. Twisted Meadows, the reason why we see it so rarely nowadays, it's because it is hard to creep. Always has been the case for Night Elf and Human especially. And now, with the weakened Ancient of War, with the weakened Militia, even more so the case.
We have a big donation coming in by who else but Herr Wusel, 50 euros. After a long night coming home to Back to Warcraft stream, couldn't get any better. Jesus Christ, did you just party till noon? That's pretty crazy. You are pretty crazy by supporting us every single time you are here on this stream. We thank you so much, Herr Wusel. Now, LawLiet, a little unlucky with the starting position, I guess. Far away from the mercenary camps, which you usually want to have. Ideally, early access to that, but he spawns next to the shop, so builds the Engine of War in the main. No Huntress Hall, though, right? So it's an early keeper, late Huntress Hall. Late Engine of War. Infi, what's he going to do? Is he going for the laboratory? Or not?
Looks like he's going for the Mercam. That should be pretty effective. Did the Wisp just run into the creeps?
I'm not too sure.
I think it did. I think he was trying to prevent this AI manipulation here. Does that work? doesn't quite seem to be working. No boulders being tossed. This is the reason, again, why we see this. So with that, this creep camp is quite a bit more easily creepable. Water Elemental, though, wasn't tanking here to begin with, so quite a few of these peasants are already hurt. But the Keeper is not coming in for the harass. He's going for his own camp. The very same that the Human is doing. The Merc camp going for a Shadow Priest as well. Of course, he can make use of Dispel as well against those Water Elementals. But especially Infi is going to be glad to have the Dispel on his side now. Suddenly this Keeper not even so scary anymore in the early game.
True, on only level 1. But I like how both players are going for the Merc camp, indicating how important these early mercenaries got in the past half year. We have the Scroll of the Beast. Oh, might be stolen. Oh! What a mistake by LawLiet. Was too far away, and the Archmage playing Blade Master a little, maybe going Carnival as the Orc hero. Picking this up, and LawLiet is losing the Shadow Priest as well. Disastrous early for the Night Elf.
Yeah, big mistakes. Not even getting the second Abolish off because he wasn't fast enough, purely and simply. So now he's not even level 2. With that, at least he would have been closer. This is a horrible, horrible start. And yeah, he was not doing it quickly enough to pick up the item. He lost the item. Now he's going desperately for this last hit. At least he gets it. But this is expensive for him. He can hide in the shadows for now, but what is going on?
Yeah, indeed, what's going on? He gets the Berserker, that's why he was hanging around a little longer, but now is forced into the town portal. I think the only thing that can help him is mass expansions later. He's on the way to tier 2 halfway, but Infi should be a little... Oh, starting it now.
Oh, wow.
That's half attack. That is indeed late.
And bringing so many militia to the first camp, of course, disrupts the lumber income. But this is super late. Did he, like, forget to make peasants, perhaps?
Oh, he was just microing and forgot the tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting, to say the least. 2 big consumables, of course, on the Archmage, as well as level 3. Big level ups, and the Keeper, not even with Entangle, of course. After this camp, he will, but that's even more HP losses on the Keeper, who is now blessed with the Robe of the Magi, but oh boy. And snares as well. TP gone. Hero is 1 level behind. No Huntress Hall. He forgot that as well. Might end up okay in the end with the Tavern Hero, but
Players' forces
yeah.
are under attack.
Infi might even have the time for a tier 2 expansion.
Yeah, certainly looking to be far ahead here. How much can LawLiet leverage his tech advantage at least? This is the only advantage he has for the time being. Tier 2 is acquired now. At the Tavern he could go for an Alchemist here in just a moment. But again, this Keeper is so under-leveled. Usually we see him rise to level 3 so quickly, but this early game just didn't work out at all so far.
And now he wants to fight against the Berserker. Seems to have faith in Entangle and his Treants. Thus far, Infi's micro is really nice. Trying to chase.
Oh.
It's not enough. Walks into the surround. That was just an invitation. He has the Cloak of Shadows, but of course there's a shot.
No
That
TP.
is the Dust of Appearance. And as you said, no TP. There's the reveal. He's trying to fight out against the Water Elemental, and it's working for now. Fireball coming in and kills him. Burn damage, and LawLiet again tapping out early. Infi on top of his game. LawLiet not 2-0 for the Chinese.
Not even 6 minutes. Completely destroyed.
On the worst human map. One of the worst human maps.
The Neo Curse is online.
Ay.
The hell? Nothing went right this entire series. At least LawLiet gets 6 points and $148.
Well, it's the best of 5.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
It's all best of 5 today. Thank you very much,
okay.
Exploding Cats, for the 13-month resub. Nice to see you have Woozle, even after an excessive party night, not skipping a Back to Warcraft cast. That's the spirit.
Oh, look, I have popcorn in my scarf. I shouldn't eat it, though.
Or did you try Werther's Original Popcorn?
No. Is it like caramel tasted like the other stuff?
That is
that's
so good. That's also mixed in with some pretzels, like salty pretzels. So you have super sweet caramel popcorn mixed in with salty pretzels. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. I'm not a big fan of sweets and stuff, But that's the best invention humanity did in the 21st century, I think.
Popcorn. This is the best invention of the 21st century. Is that what you're saying right now?
Popcorn and salty pretzels. The mix, you know?
Okay. All right. May have to try it one day or when I get up to Hamburg. By the way, when I was in Hamburg, you know what you promised me?
Yeah,
Neo?
yeah, I know.
You promised me if I bring the special citrus pepper salt thingy, you would make me an omelet, and you guys know what Neo didn't do? I was there for 5 days. You know what he never did? Never made me an omelet. Don't believe his lies, guys.
I'm very, very sorry for that. I kind of regretted that immediately, but...
Have you tried it by now?
Yeah, it's awesome. You didn't promise too much, man. That was really good shit.
It's called Santa Maria citrus pepper, and it's delicious. You actually have to import that from Scandinavia, like Denmark or something. We don't have it in Germany, but it's worth it, guys. It's so good. Santa Maria citrus pepper.
Santa Maria. Game 3 is on the way. We go on to Amazonia. So it really seems like Terranas is banned. Most likely a decision by Infi to dodge a Warden. We have seen LawLiet play a Warden here on AZ, but it's really, really hard.
Yeah. It's been a while as well. Remo buy a Ya pizza for 150 euros for 4 pizzas. I did that once. You know how you say, how people say, you know, you can't really mess up a pizza. Some pizzas are good, some pizzas are not so good, but pizza is always fine. That statement is true with the exception of Ya Pizza. Ya Pizza is so bad. I wonder what they put in there. It must be something special truly, because makes you shiver. No, never again.
Alright. There seems to be a little issue with our overlay as the blue is not recognized. That's a little annoying. I'm trying to fix it early. Otherwise, you have to live with it.
Yep, he's got the other blue. What is it called again? Marine or something?
I don't know that stuff, Remo. You're the color expert in the Back to Warcraft team.
I need to check up on my color game, man. Forgot the names. Alright, hero time. What do we got? Archmage Warden! Holy crap!
Oh boy.
Neo with the call. I would not have expected this one. Okay. +1 intelligence. Going back to what made him famous. The Master of the Warden back in 2014, definitely 15, was the nightmare of all the humans. Level 6, level 7, level 8 Wardens were not too much of a rarity when being played in the masterful hands of LawLiet, providing us with so many spectacular, beautiful games. Changed the entire meta kind of by himself. This was so amazing. Took a long time for the humans to find answers to this, by the way. Looked so imbalanced for such a long time, but over time, the brilliant minds of TH and Infi and so on were able to adapt. Now it's a new day and age. It's mostly Keeper, of course, but she's coming back. We've already seen her a couple of times in this qualifier, haven't we? But this was always a hard Warden map. But LawLiet is the king of creeping. If someone can make it work, should be him.
I fixed the color in time. Sorry for the little inconvenience. LawLiet is losing quite a bit of HP on his Engine of War, but since Infi is not harassing this at all, that should be fine. I wonder if that's a Huntress transition, but usually it's not. Level 2 for Infi here. Claws of Attack. Very, very nice start for him.
A player's forces
Also
are under
note
attack.
super fast tech on his side. So what to do with the Warden now? That's the big question. Where do you creep?
Yeah.
Or do you just harass your way up to level 3?
He's going for the Archer Wisp pull here, gonna be able to get a Shadow Priest. With that, should be able to get a Water Elemental kill fairly quickly. And that will be more experience for him. But it's not enough for level 3, so yeah. How does he get it? Is the question. Oftentimes we see her with double Ancient of War, trying to creep up numerous camps on the map, especially a LawLiet signature move. But no second Ancient of War, no Hunter's Hall, no Huntresses. Tier 2 instead it is. And the same as well for the human, so no expansion.
Okay. normal. Oh wow, this Archmage inventory. Plus 11 damage.
He bought the circlet here.
Yeah.
Blade Master style.
Players' forces are under attack.
esl-radio is continuing to creep as well with the Murlocs. Doesn't need an Ancient of War for that one, of course. He can also creep the trolls in the middle of the map, but what else can he really creep?
A town is
Yeah, the
under siege.
Gnolls, I mean, they're hard to do with the Warden. With the Keeper, it's fairly easy, but...
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe he's looking for the footy kills. You can, of course, also get experience that way. There are no boots on the Warden, by the way. He does have the money, though. Doesn't seem to want to go for them.
Shop it is. That's level 3 then, right? Yep, it is. The big Sasquatch. Infi is killing the Engine of War here, though. That means no production and no static defense for LawLiet anymore.
Yeah, and also can't creep anymore with this. Would have loved to go for the natural creep here pretty soon, but no, not gonna be possible anymore. But he does hit level 3. Here we go, finally. The second skill point into, I assume, Shadow Strike, but also Fan of Knives could be really good.
Yeah,
Forces are
nothing
under attack.
decided yet. He only has Shadow Strike 1 thus far. Archmage not level 3. This is Shadow Strike level 2. Is it the double damage? No, he held on to the third skill point, only chasing the Archmage here now. No staff on him, so he might be forced into a town portal. He is forced into a town portal soon. The Huntress Hall is gonna finish.
Oh, that's important.
Ooh.
Oh,
He could have
90
lost.
HP.
He could have lost his entire tech there, basically, if the Huntress Hall dies, but it doesn't. Blacksmith is ready. Infi needs some healing now, though, because the Warden is on the prowl.
Yeah, and this is the age-old trouble of human playing against Warden. You're low HP, your TP is gone, and now it's time to panic, panic, panic! Where's my shop? He's not going for a shop, actually, but nowadays there is the Alchemist, which was said to be, you know, the demise of the Warden. Blink in, Shadow Strike, is the heal gonna be enough?
Heal Spray first is absolutely not ideal. Good block against the Warden here, but will the damage tick him down? One more. He summons another Watermetal, but can't prevent the death. He wanted to deny himself, but LawLiet is absolutely back in this series with a kill on the first here. It's only level 2, so it doesn't take that much time. Is there another Shadow Strike? There it is! And he gets the big one. Taskmaster gone. And now right-clicks, trying to get some more kills. There must be an Alchemist on LawLiet's head, or even a Naga. Or he plays their solo.
He's low mana now, though. Can't do too much. And I think this was Infi just forgetting about the strength of the Warden, right? Level 3 Warden. He stayed in the main there too long, getting baited, I guess, by that Hunter's Hall kill. And it's Demon Hunter's second, by the way.
We've seen this against TH. This ended up with a level 5 Warden, level 6 Demon Hunter in the prelims, and TH had no chance against that. Mana burn, so good. Against Archmage, against Alchemist as well, and good right clicks, and tanky. This is gonna be tough for Infi.
Yep. Really only starts to come to full fruition upon level 3, though. And again, where does he creep? It's really hard to do. Or he can just go for a footy hunt, of course. Warden for mana again. He's gonna get so many kills. He's getting this around here on the Warden, but the Shadow Meld, easy solution to this. And guess what? He's not going for the footy, he's going for the Alchemist first. Warden should be able to run him down. Priest getting mana bird, getting focused, and almost taken out. Nice save right there, keeping that one alive. For a little bit at least. Demon Hunter seems to be on the chase, and the Alchemist can actually deny himself to the creeps, as it seems. Yep, absolutely. So, situation salvaged, kind of? I guess.
Another priest dead. Archmage is back in level 3. Still great inventory, but nothing to save himself. Still no staff, still no potion. And the Warden is coming back in. Blink, say hello to the Shadow Strike. Oh, he was playing around that. So more experience for the human. Also the Shadow Priest is healing back up, but the Dispel is coming in. Water Elemental down. And that was the last one for quite some time. Rifle falls in the back as well. Damage diminishing.
And now Dryad's coming in. This slow is going to provide so much more kill threat for the Night Elf army. Going from footman to footman now. There's no defend here. It's so easy to take him out. But the Warden's dropping lower, actually. Has to be careful now. The slow is coming in. Can't go for the staff anymore. It's too late. This will have to be a TP.
Huh.
Very late on that one. Didn't have the mana for the blink just yet. But he's going tier 3 behind this. He's going to have Reju coming in soon, I guess.
Yeah, we're back to bears. Mountain Giants not as strong anymore as they were in patch 1.30.1 due to the bug fixes that finally were applied. And so we're back to Bears with Reju and Roar. Demon Hunter not level 2 yet, but the Dryads offer so much control.
Yeah. And abolish soon. I don't think he has it yet. He may actually. That's juicy experience from the water elementals. Actually doesn't have the upgrade yet though. Warden again going for the last hit. Shadow Strike secures it. Almost level 4 now on her. But the Demon Hunter caught out. And now not having abolish is really painful because with this slow the demon might be dying. He has one abolish from the Shadow Priest actually. Coming in handy right there. But the hero is still super low. LawLiet has to be careful.
Ooh, level 4 on the Warden. That means more blink. But he's not... Like, yeah, there's no Mountain King here. You can expect the damage that is coming in. And LawLiet seems very confident in his micro, in his heroes, and in the heal of the Shadow Priest.
He needs Reju badly though.
Yep.
AM here really confidently moving forward, not far in the back at all. He's got the boots still. And a scroll of healing as well, by the way. Close to double level ups now is the human. This camp, stealing it away from the Night Elf, should give him the double level ups. LawLiet finally has the first bear, has the first Reju. But no master training yet. Coming in though here any moment.
Yeah, that's gonna be a power spike for LawLiet. Warden comes back in again. Shadow Strike on only a footman. Good damage on the rifleman. That is finally the level up for the alchemist. Must be acid bomb, I guess, against bears. Chemical Rage, I don't know. That would be a very unique build to go heal wave and Chemical Rage. One blinking in, stealing again. No disable, so he can staff out easily. Demon
And that
Hunter's
is gonna delay the level 4 for the AM here, a little at least.
We have Master Bears now. Moon Juice is empty, and it's still daytime for quite a bit.
Yeah, LawLiet pretty damn low on lumber as well, so we're not really gonna be seeing Wellspring all too soon. Has to remake Wisps here in the super late game. Super late game, a bit of an exaggeration maybe, but yeah, we're kind of in the late game now. Both players around 50 supply.
A player's forces
Should be
are under
favoring the
attack.
Night Elf with the tier 3, with the bears. But with good micro, the human can still make this work.
Yeah. Tier level 2 attack upgrade for the rifleman in the works, getting more experience, and the robe of the Magi for the archmage, even more damage on him. While LawLiet is taking out the upper left for finally the level 2 on the Demon Hunter for evasion level 1. And for him it's the zombie mask. The Warden is really glad about that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Absolutely. Seems like we're trading creep camps for the time being. Both players taking away the natural spots of their opponents. We're soon only going to be left with red camps, which both players should be able to creep up fairly easily. Even militia coming down south in anticipation of a fight. If this is an expansion, it would be some craziness.
Come on. That's not happening. Raw being used, no Master Bears here, so the damage isn't the best, but he wanted to use some Reju and getting level 3. There's no TP on LawLiet though, on his Demon Hunter at least, so Infi has free reign over his main.
LawLiet could go into upkeep right now. He's got 800 gold. Not spending his money. There we go. 2 more bears coming in before he finds himself supply stuck, which is right now.
Tower push.
And reproduce for quite a long time. 1 Moonwell down already. Doesn't want to be losing the second one.
There's a bit of Moon Juice in. He really wants to keep that. Slow on the Warden, controlled so well. Raw on the Demon Hunter and the big heal potion. He's buying some time for the 2 bears. Army is ready now. 4 by bears. 6 to be there very soon. Warden not level 5, under pressure. But now he goes for the army. But the acid bomb and right clicks from rifles kind of melting these bears with the 2-0 upgrade now.
Demon dropping low as well. Has, fortunately for him, found the greater healing earlier. But he's got more burns to be used. That should be the Alchemist drive for quite a long time. And now the bears have joined the 2 ones that were in production. And they're going into the Vanguard. Even though, again, low HP, no heal potion here anymore. And the rifles in the back are able to put out the DPS. Is this gonna be enough? This is pretty close here. Is this push gonna work? I don't know. Taking out these bears now without acid bomb is gonna be pretty hard, and he has to TP out of this, losing 1 more rifle on the way back home, and almost giving level 5 to this ward.
That's gonna be a game changer. So much more pressure on Archmage and Alchemist, 4 and 3. Infi is teching to tier 3, stays in no upkeep, going back to 50 supply. LawLiet, of course, losing quite some money now in low upkeep. 54 supply for him, but he has to reproduce the Moon Wealth. That's quite expensive, giving Infi some time on the back of this, going for the Wellspring upgrade finally to have more Moon Juice. Infi now with a Zeppelin.
Zeppelin, okay. Always good against the Warden, you know. A target gets focus fired with the Shadow Strike there as well, and you can hopefully save it inside the Zeppelin. 2-0 attack upgrades, by the way, for the rifles. Nothing on the Dries and Bears just yet. And he's moving forward again. The Warden only needs like 1 or 2 more kills, and then she hits that level 5. It's gonna be scary.
We all saw the replay of the year of LawLiet versus Hawk, showing once again the skills of LawLiet with this very hero, especially with Blink. And finally he swapped over the Subi Mask to the Warden for better efficiency, I guess. Still the Scroll of the Beast. LawLiet is not bringing in Wisps. This can be a big upgrade using this item. I love the invisible water elemental, by the way. Infi knows exactly what's up.
Yeah. Nice scouting right there. Burn starting to come out. LawLiet looking to be confident now, moving across the map, but he's gonna back off. He could just be creeping the red camp, but of course when you do that you expose yourself to a bit of a nasty creep jack.
I think it's time to go for some items soon. LawLiet's still at 60. Going for another bear, only now the next Moonwell. Infi is buying time for his tier 3. It's done now. Going for the Inner Fire Master upgrade. No workshop yet for mortar teams. That's quite surprising. Also no third hero. Also
really
no
low number.
staff. Yeah.
That's the problem here. Was a little bit greedy, right? The way Infi has been playing. 50 supply all the time, only when he knows that LawLiet is higher. Just trying to bide his time, wait for the big upgrades to kick in.
Level
He's
5
gonna have
Warden.
Inner Fire soon.
Yeah. Level 5 Warden though. From the little apprentice wizards at his green camp. So that's level 3 Shadow Strike. Have fun with that. Demon Hunter level 3 as well. These are really good Night Elf levels.
A player's forces are under attack.
One heal
Infi going
scroll.
into upkeep now. He doesn't have the Paladin just yet, but he doesn't want to give this red camp away for free.
Acid Bomb
Pretty
again
big army,
hitting
though.
nicely. How well can he kite? It's 3 match points in a row for Infi. Maybe he can seal the deal already on Amazonia. But the first Shadow Strike hits and he hits hard.
And the water elementals are getting taken out so quickly, man. Roar on pretty much everything in this army for the Night Elf.
Guess it's time for Blizzard, right? But how to afford that?
Would be good, but it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Hawk would be saying, cash, have some change. The joke he was doing at WGL. The new human is kind of the broke human, he said. You don't have an expansion, you're on one base, you're in upkeep all the time. But he still was able to afford it. He just went for the Tome of the Training, very expensive. But now he has Blizzard.
Okay, damage is gonna be sick. Sniping a sorceress here to get rid of more slow. Goes for faster bears. The bears are super low on mana. There's not much roar, not much redo in. Mana burns kicking, but here is the Blizzard and not a single disable in LawLiet's army.
That was the only Blizzard though for the time being. AM of course is regenerating quickly, but doesn't have the mana right now. But seeming to be pretty powerful here. Not even without Inner Fire, the priests haven't used that spell yet, which I think they should. They're pretty much all full mana. Now he's chasing after the slowed bears. Almost gets one of them killed. Staff is on cooldown actually. But the Shadow Priest will be sacrificed here instead. And LawLiet is backing off. This could open up the red camp now for Infi.
Indeed. There's more riflemen coming. No knights and still no workshop. But there's enough physical damage to take this out quickly. Will LawLiet re-engage? With 70 supply. No Master Bears here. Tons of Dryads though.
Here we go. Inner Fire finally coming in. This is gonna make this entire army so much stronger.
Boulder toss in the back. LawLiet trying to steal this, but swaps the focus as all the rock golems are still alive and the granite as well. Reju used, but that should be the only one. Maybe he has one more. Constantly mana burning. I like this Demon Hunter play thus far. Also has a potion on him. For safety.
Dude, Infi's playing his way back into this game really well.
He lost the hero so early in the game.
Yeah.
giving the Warden an easy time in the mid. Ooh, Mountain Giant transition. Resistant skin and hardened skin. He's going into MGs now. But he can only build one, maybe two.
Yeah. May want to consider denying off one or two Dryads, maybe. They really aren't doing so much anymore. They're good for the dispel, yes, but they don't have enough mana to dispel everything, especially the inner fire.
Constantly looking at Infi space for something. Like, either Knights or Mortar teams. Could be the right idea for LawLiet to go for MGC, even though it's a long tech tree and very expensive. We're getting closer to the 80-80 fights.
First MG's coming in now. If he detonates a Wisp, he can go for another one. There's gonna be big upgrades for him.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. 80 supply done. What are the upgrades? 0-0 on the Bears. 2-0 on the Rifleman. Kind of surprising to not see any defense upgrades, but maybe if your opponent doesn't have an Alchemist, you don't need it that badly.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. And of course he's got inner fire. Or...
Yes.
Yeah. This human army is looking pretty fearsome though. 70 supply, plenty of damage output thanks to the rifles. No frontline really, so he has to kite like a master. Like the master that he is.
Both players going for the red spot now. Katka's Pipe would be the dream for LawLiet, of course. Almost losing a bear here. Crystal Ball it is. Unlucky for the Korean. Medallion of Courage also not the best for the Chinese.
Shouldn't you have solo crept the Paladin? Would have been close to level 3 then now.
We have Devotion Aura, of course. The newly buffed Devotion Aura. With 2 armor points. A constant scroll protection now.
Yeah.
On Infi's
Right.
side.
These rifles, 7 armor, man. They're really beefy.
We're going Fan of Knives. No Shadow Strike anymore. It's Blink. And it's gonna be good against the backline especially. But the Alchemist has Heal Spray, so... How much does it do?
Might be getting burned though. A lot of these bears are already hurt, by the way, coming into this engagement to begin with. Heal Scroll already has to be used from the LawLiet side. The AM super far forward. What's he doing? Was out of position there. The Blink coming in, trying to chase him further, but the AM makes it safely towards the back. Wisp detonating as well, connecting with the mana burns. Paladin dropping low, has to go for the invul, transfers that one, level up for the Alchemist, but no more mana for him.
63 supply only. Scroll of the Beast now being used. The damage on the Rifleman absolutely insane. Plus 10. LawLiet is looking for a hero kill, but he just transitioned into a Fan of Knives, so the hero kills are not that easy, and there's the Paladin spamming Holy Light throughout the entire time. There's heal on Infi's side. This looks like a 3-0 in the semifinals if LawLiet doesn't get a kill. Warden has to blink out, is out of this fight, couldn't get a kill at all. The Paladin still looks okay, can run away with the boots, everything is still inner fired. Can he finally kill this Alchemist? The answer is no.
Passes though, super dry mana. This is usually when the fight swings back the other way in the Night Elf's favor, but where's his damage? Warden, I guess that's where the damage is. Blinking in, Fan of Knives finding a few more pickoffs. Mountain Giants are still standing, but guess what? They're kind of low themselves. Same as the Demon Hunter. Has to be careful, has to run away. So many heroes in a bit of a dangerous position. Warden, Fan of Knives again. Bring the Alchemist down to less than 200 now.
53 versus 58 supply. Game on the Knife's Edge here. Heal Spray. So good. Paladin a little out of position, but all the bears are gone. Infi is moving the militia back into the main. Doesn't want to fight against all these Dryads. But of course, Dryads are underwhelming if they're facing Riflemen. Demon Hunter is back. Almost full health. Close to level 5 as well.
And these castles are gathering up more and more mana. But the heroes are back. The Warden's got more mana to use, thanks to that potion as well. AM very far forward, needs to be careful.
Heal Spray, such a good pick. Fan of Knives getting more kills. He wants the level 6 Warden, but he's still quite far away. And now the MGs are falling.
Really low HP here with 2 of them. Warden is looking for the pickoffs, exactly as you said. Looking for that level 6 she needs. A couple more pets and kills. 140 experience away. He's chasing after them. Exposing his back, kind of, but it's MGs and Dryads, tanky / maneuverable. And he's getting more of those kills. There we go. He's looking for the ultimate.
Okay. Avatar is coming soon. But Demon Hunter is being caught. There's a stab on him, but maybe the damage is enough. One more volley should be it. No, gets out with 56, and the Warden is going into the main, where of course the main base has expired. This is level 6 Warden now. Ultimate ready, no income. for Infi, and LawLiet could move the Tree of Eternity over. It's a little risky though. Another Mountain Giant is surrounded. That's a 7 supply free kill for Infi in that stage of the game where you don't have income anymore. That's big.
Warden's coming in though. She's got the staff. There we go. Saves him. Yeah, no income anymore. Mana regen now so effective, but that's the case for the Brilliance Aura, but also for the Moonwells. Warden needs the ultimate.
Yeah.
He should have the juice easily here. Can Infi fight against an Avatar of Vengeance?
There he is. Of course, every kill now spawns a little unkillable minion. And he's going in the backline for those kills with the Fan of Knives. He'll raise a very good counter, but the Demon Hunter is right there, right-clicking a lot. Shadow Melt on the Warden. Taunt being used to prevent the damage for a little bit. LawLiet. Oh, Fan of Knives again. He needs those corpses.
Alchemist though, dropping lower. This hero kill would be massive. The taunt coming in over and over, forcing him back. Nice invis being cast. One Sorceress is gonna die for this. The first of possibly many corpses.
He moves back into the safety of his Moonwells. It's daytime, not regenerating, but super well upgrade is so good now with the additional Moon Juice. Warden back to full mana, full HP. Still not moving the tree over.
Getting so much mileage out of this Sobi Mask, by the way.
Yeah.
Ticking and ticking and ticking. Once again, mana burn. These two frontline heroes now super dry, actually. Warden blinking in again. And the Fan of Knives looking for more kills. Everything is hurt. Would love to go for a heal spray right now. He's got the mana. There we go.
Just waiting for the Fan of Knives. Here we go. Level 5 Demon Hunter. This mana burn now. Super effective with 150. Blinking in. Oh, that was a bad blink, I guess. He's still caught. Once the Mountain Giant fall, it could be 21 supply. More and more corpses. The first few minions are coming in, providing piercing damage, but the MG's falling now. Oh my god, a game on the knife's edge. Demon Hunter about to fall. Warden about to fall. And he just killed 21 supply.
Why didn't he staff? He had the staff to at least save one of them, but yeah, MG's gone. Frontline tanks gone. But guess what? Everything is so hurt. He's chasing after the kills now with the slow from the Dryads. Invis coming in to save at least one of those, but he doesn't have infinite mana. Even the reveal being used here, 50 gold. Has to be expended. 32 supply only left for the Night Elf, 37 for the human. More heal spray coming in. The Dryads here. They can't face off against these rifles, or can they? We don't have too many rifles anymore.
Fan of Knives gets a lot of kills. It's more minions. And there's almost no rifles anymore. Where's the damage now? And all of a sudden, the Dryads might be the game winner as they're only up against casters. 2 riflemen. Oh boy, this is bad for Infi. No gold at all on both sides. Paladin about to fall. Dryad Spears coming in. There's the Fan of Knife. There's the kill. No Holy Light anymore. That should open the floodgates for more and more kills.
Another Dryad to fall. Again, the staff is on cooldown. I guess he's saving it for the heroes because the demon is dropping lower as well. But now we have the invincible Spirits of Vengeance. He found enough corpses. He's looking for more kills. This Dryad slow. They were not so good in this super massive army engagement, but now they are so valuable again. Another kill, another corpse, another spirit.
Invis Alchemist. Acid Bomb maybe. There we go. Can he kill the one? Blinks out again. But he's playing with fire, man. Both heroes on the verge of dying. The Avatar expires, so it's absolutely time for retreat for LawLiet. 20 supply for the Korean, 25 for the Chinese. Not giving up against the level 6 Warden and the level 5 Demon Hunter. Sell some items now. Invo Potion on the Alchemist. That's important. He is not... Oh, he is getting the Paladin back as well.
He sold 2 of his items there. Getting a lot of cash back. He's moving in aggressively? Expecting the expansion down here, but the tree hasn't even moved.
Dryads need to be careful. LawLiet sold a bunch of items as well, maybe to get a clarity or something, or potions. Demon Hunter is barely naked, only the orb is available, staff and Sobi Mask. He's not giving up this Sobi Mask. Is it a mistake to not move the tree over?
I think so. I mean, even if you lose the tree, it doesn't really matter too much, right?
Oh, he's going back to water elementals, Infi is. Against the Dryads. It's only 3 Dryads. It's a good call, for sure.
It's also gonna be experienced though. Like a couple of abolishes, that's another water elemental gone.
Yeah,
I guess there's no big level ups around the corner though. He doesn't know about the demon's state exactly. We do. He's far away from the ult.
Both have a clarity now and lots of mana. But what about the healing? He's desperately waiting for the nighttime, but it's so far away. LawLiet can't move out. And Infi can't expand. He has one peasant left. There's no way to expand. Oh, he's not...
Paladin coming back is such a big deal. He's level 3 now. He's got the level 2 heal. Can one ultimate do it? LawLiet is really far behind, discounting the ultimate. How strong is the avatar really?
And the right clicks of the Demon Hunter, can they connect? It's only one sword, not too much slow.
What a crazy game.
Yeah,
dude.
literally on the knife's edge here. He's uprooting the Engines of Lore to help in the fight. And the Water Elemental scouts this, sees, okay, your tree is still in the main.
Well, we haven't had such a close game in a long time, dude. This is really cool.
Yep. Yesterday, all the games were pretty one-sided. Not too much action, but those two players since 2000... What's he doing? Fan of Knives?
Misclick.
Into nowhere. Yeah, misclick, I guess. Fan of Knives now on cooldown. Blinking. Weird moves by LawLiet. Acid Bomb on the Warden dropping down to 50%. And she was struggling hard before. Avatar has been summoned, though. Wisp not detonated. So the mana is still up. Demon Hunter... kind of running around like a headless chicken, losing one of those dryads. Warden, oh, so hurt! No Shadow Melt here. Oh, the Holy Light now with the Inner Fire. So nice, all this mana.
Infi might be doing it here. Everything's healthy. He's got so much healing now that Demon Hunter just can't burn enough. He's got a couple of corpses from his own dryads, actually, but the Avatar Vengeance dropping really low. He can't afford to lose this one. He's right-clicking it down.
If the
hit after hit.
Gone, I think LawLiet will lose this Demon Hunter with an Acid Bomb as well, being focused by... Oh, and now slow. There's the last bit of Moon Juice. The Avatar is still up. Maybe supporting him with a few new spirits. My god, the Ward has been out of this fight for such a long time. Fan of Knives only hitting 2 level 5 Alchemist now. GG! Infi 3-0's LawLiet with Human. What a game!
Wow.
And again, the resiliency of Infi. This game looked so bad for him. Not going into Knights, not going into Mortars, just Rifle Casters for such a long time. And the right calls over and over and over again.
That was a really strong game. That slight mistake, underestimating the Warden, losing the level 1 hero early. Level 2 hero that was, I think. Usually that loses you the game, but as you say, Infi has all the right answers, knows exactly what to do, greeting his way up so much. He was staying on 50 for such a long time, waiting, biding his time for tier 3, just barely hanging on. And, well, that was a treat, wasn't it?
It absolutely was. That is the beauty of Human versus Night Elf. One of the most beautiful matchups before patch 1.30, and we're kind of getting back there with LawLiet versus Hawk and Moon versus TH, and now LawLiet versus Infi as well, providing so many great games in this matchup. Really a treat to watch. And even one base versus one base, man. How long has it been since we've seen that? In front of 2,000 people, by the way. Thank you very much for tuning in on this Sunday. King Luke 92, thank you for the sub. This was only the first out of 3 matches here today. We have our first finalist, and that is Infi. We're gonna decide his opponent, and it could be... Well, it is a Korean, that's for sure. It's either Moon or Focus. Focus surprisingly strong in those online qualifiers, showing it yet again that the online competition is his home turf. Can he upset, though? Moon hasn't lost a lot of seriouses since patch 1.30. He was defeated by TH, though, in the Doyu Thunder and Fire Cup. His streak is over, same as Cyril's. And, yeah, we're going to a little break, catch a breath, and then in yet another best of 5, Moon versus Focus. Stay tuned.